Hello, everybody. This is Benjamin with Boveda. I'm here for the tour tea break. Looking forward to meeting you all. So, is this what I think it is? Are you actually buying me a boat? That would be no. Oh, so I don't get anything. Oh, okay. All right. Um, yeah. So, what would I name the boat? Um, geez, matter of fact, I have a boating license here in Germany for both rivers in the open sea, but I don't have a boat, so I would really need a boat. If anyone out there has a boat, but apart from this, I would probably just because I watched your episode with Tony Gomez the other day, and Tony and I we have this. Some people would call it stupid inside joke. I will probably name it Ausfahrt, which is a very stupid play on words in German, which means it's on every if you go on the autobahn, it's an exit on the autobahn. It's called Ausfahrt. But Tony thinks it sounds like asphalt, so he's just laughing like hysterically, like his high pitched giggle whenever he sees that sign. So we have this really stupid running gag going on about that word. But Ausfahrt also means kind of like a little cruise, when you're on a boat. So that's probably just call it Ausfahrt. Oh, the dumbest way I've ever injured. Well, if you know me, I injure myself pretty regularly. Especially, I trip all the time, which of course isn't my fault. I used to play basketball, and all my ligaments, everything is just mush. All right. So, and once I just stumble a little bit, I just fall over. And then if I just roll my ankle just a bit, it's getting like this. So it's always, and it looks always incredibly stupid, and it's really embarrassing. And yeah, it happens all the time. What's the best and worst? So it's probably the same thing I have to say, and just because I'm staring at it right away, and it's our dog. Okay, so the dog, I love it to death, but it's so incredibly dumb, which makes him very cute and very nice. And now he's staring at me, and that's the feet when I see what I'm saying. But he's one of those dogs that steps into his own poop dumb. It's incredible. So one of the best and worst questions. Oh, I I probably would have choose Ausfahrt as well, just for Tony's sake. Just Lord Ausfahrt. That's probably it. Cheers. Well, I've already ridden a donkey in the Dominican Republic, and it was kind of like my spirit animal because it just did what it wanted, and and by walking, it just grabbed a big chunk of grass and just little bite on the way. I loved it, but I've never ridden a giraffe. I would love to ride a giraffe. Also, they put Tony Gomez back in the picture right there. So there you go. My biggest fear. Wow. So I'm really not good with heights. That's a fear, which is kind of stupid because I don't know where it kind of like clings on you. I never been, you know, afraid of heights when I was little. It just happened at some point, and I tried to get over it, and I do the most ridiculous stuff. So I did at that time the world's highest bungee jump, and I did skydiving and all that stuff, but it didn't really get me. So and it was for this bungee jump. It was awesome because you jump, and then your brain tells you, oh, you're gonna die, motherfucker. So it's just like and it's can probably beat me. So hey fella, you're gonna die, and then you just fall with the gun, and then but on the way back up, the adrenaline settles, and then I just panicked. I was panicked almost. It was just the worst. It's the worst thing. So if you're afraid of heights, never do bungee jumping because the way down is actually fun. The way back up, as if they don't upsell you, but if you have to go back up, it was terrible. Hmm. Actually, I don't. Um, but maybe it's also because I stopped showering since COVID. Might be also the case. But no, I actually don't say, which is also a really good thing, to be honest. Actually, I have been pulled over in the United States for speeding, um, which is a lot of fun because I just pretended not to speak any English. And he's like, "Well, excuse me, sir, can I see your driver's license?" So I gave him my passport and all like my medical records and everything. And then he must have thought, "Who's that stupid fucking tourist?" So he just let me go. It's like, "Look, Mister, look, 55, no 80, no 55, now go." Yeah, that was good. My hero. Well, that's actually a tough question. Because yeah, of course I have childhood heroes. I used to play basketball, so Magic Johnson was a big hero for me, especially uh, also after his HIV thing and everything. So but I have to say, until recently with this entire COVID, which is a very humbling experience, I have a lot of respect for obviously medical workers and the guy who puts the milk in the at the shelves in the supermarket, and they had all really muscled through this thing. Well, I was lucky enough to be able to work from home and not be attached to it, not be affected by it. So yeah, so these guys are really heroes, especially medical workers. So it's not Tony Gomez. Uh, I have to. When I was younger, people told me Matt Damon, which today is probably more like Scott Wines, unfortunately.